Greetings all, Frog here. Time for the Friday update from the pond for the 2nd of June, 2017. Hello. We are approaching the time of the Gemini, but we are still... actually, are we in the time of the Gemini? Yeah, actually. I think it's in the middle of them, up until... Yeah, okay. Well, welcome to the Gemini. We're in the middle of it? Don't talk to me like that. So, here's the Friday update. The only reason these videos are in red, aside from the update I'm recording right now, is because of the changeover, the month change. I always make sure that there aren't any new additions or subtractions on the Patreon, and to make sure that the credits are right. So the credits, the time has happened, I can make sure the credits are correct, and then I will render the rest of these videos tonight. So fear not, they are quite done. I'm going to take a moment at the beginning of this to mention the Patreon. It's patreon.com/PurpleFrogPlays, and the reason I do that is because I could really use your support. You know, I do have a good job. It's not like I need the money here, but every little bit does help, and we're going through a little bit of a tough stretch in terms of a financial situation here, and there's going to be some big changes coming up in both of our jobs potentially, and it's not, all of it's not expected, so any little bit of help that you can possibly do is great. I mean, consider for $1 a month, that's you know, $12 a year. That's less than the cost of going to see the Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and I can guarantee you from now until the end of the year I'll have more Mary Poppins jokes than Guardians of the Galaxy 2 does. So you got that going for you, which is nice. But then there's other levels, of course. If you donate at least $2, then you will be on the website listed as a patron. $3, you will be in the end credits as a patron. $5, you will be in the end credits as a patron, actually, also on the website. And in the monthly planning session, which hasn't happened as much recently, I will admit, but that is there. Plus, you'll also have exclusive producer-only content at the $5 level. At the $10 level, you can request to play a game. I will reach out to you based on your email address from Patreon, but if you don't respond, I mean, there's not a lot I can do, but I would be happy to play games with you because you are at the $10 level, so at least once a month we'll have a little multiplayer game session. If you like Factorio, you can join Mook and I. It's about the most consistent of the multiplayers that we have done from the people who want to play multiplayer. It's a good time. Right, and of course you feel free to donate any other level or contribute. It's not really a donation. It's not like you write it off on your taxes. But any sort of subscription level that you are comfortable with would be fine. Other ways you can support. If you are not able to spend money right now, which I completely understand, some things you could do is you could go to my YouTube channel, which of course is youtube.com/PurpleFrogPlays, as you know, because you're on it right now. And you could click that ad block icon in the top right, and you could say whitelist this channel to allow the advertisements to play before the videos. I do not do mid-roll videos. Some streamers are starting to do that. I will not do that. I don't like them. So why would I subject that to you? Especially because they're never in a good spot. It's not like I can plan where they're going to be. It just decides, okay, here's a mid-roll video. That's not very good. So what I do is I just have front videos and then also advertisements on the sides. So if you could, if you can't contribute to Patreon, I understand that completely, but please definitely consider going to that Adblock Plus, clicking that icon and whitelisting my YouTube site. And the new versions of Adblock Plus, you can actually whitelist individual channels. It's not just all of YouTube. So don't think by doing this you're going to end up with all of YouTube unlocked, although maybe you should, because support content creators. Another thing, you don't want 100% of your dollars to go to me. You want some of it to go to other people. I get that too. Go to YouTube Red. It's a subscription-based service. You pay X amount of dollars a month. I think it's $9 a month, $10 a month, somewhere in there. And then it equally splits up the money that YouTube is giving to creators amongst everybody that you watch. So if you watch me for 100 minutes and you watch Quill for 100 minutes, then we will each get 50% of your YouTube Red money for that month. So definitely consider that. Now, granted, it is a very small amount of the YouTube Red money. I feel like it's 40%. I think YouTube keeps 60%, which is fine because they've got to pay the bills too. If they can't pay the bills, then I'm not going to be here. And I want to be here. So I'm perfectly comfortable with them taking money in order to do that sort of thing. So don't think I'm complaining about that. Not at all. But that's an option that you could do as a YouTube Red. And again, it will cost money. I think personally giving 100% to the creator through a Patreon is better than YouTube Red, but it does get you ad-free YouTube watching through all of YouTube. So there's something to be said about that without having to use ad block. So that's a positive. Other ways you can support the channel without having to spend $1. Share these links everywhere. Share the videos. Share what the content you think is cool. Come to PurpleFrogPlays.com and check out the website. Comment on that. Register for that. I'm going to try and make a little more bloggy type stuff in the future. I don't know when that exactly is going to start, but I will try. I need to update some of the pages as well to reflect new series, but I am going to do that too. It's just a matter of spending the time, and as it turns out, I'm going to have a couple of free extra days after Origins before I go to VidCon that I might be able to get some of that stuff done, which would be nice. But you can then share that website around and get people to come to these channels and have the eyeballs. Join the Discord servers, share that around, and do all of that sort of thing. And the Discord link is, of course, down in the description below, or you can go to purplefrogplays.com/about/discord, and it will give you the Discord invite, and you just come in. It's an open invite. Anyone can join. The only thing we ask is that you don't be a jerk. I mean, is it really that hard not to be a jerk on the internet? For some people, yes, but hopefully not for you. So if you can't support financially by going to patreon.com, if you can't support financially by signing up for YouTube Red, I completely understand. Believe me, I was in a spot where I couldn't afford to help streamers out in that way. I didn't have the extra money to do that. I now do for a number of streamers. I subscribe to them because I think that's something that you do. If you watch a lot of their content, you should be a subscriber. So do those things. If you have the money. If you don't, please consider using the whitelist on Adblock Plus, because those, while it's not a lot of money, those advertisements still do add up over time, and every little bit is helpful. Share videos, share the website, share content, talk about the frog and how much you enjoy watching it, and that will help as well. Follow me on Twitch, follow me over on Mixer, because the better placements on those channels are the people that have the better followers. So please consider doing that. In addition to those types of things, there's nothing to be said about flat out word of mouth. Just talking about how excited you are to watch the videos would be a great help. And if you're not, tell me about it. Come hang out on the Discord. There's channels for every series. If you don't like something I'm playing, come talk about why. Because I would like to fix it. I would like to make it better. I would like to make it enjoyable so that way you can enjoy the series. Now, of course, within certain limitations, there are some things I just can't do. There are some things that would make other people too unhappy. But I will try and do what I can to make this an enjoyable experience for you. He says 7 minutes into a video that only like 5 people are going to watch. But please help, and anything that you could do would be helpful, because of course you are the top 5 viewers essentially, because you are watching this video. So you care about this channel probably as much as I do. So help, please. I'm asking for your help. Whatever you can do, definitely do that. Let's talk about the channel now. For GeoGuessr, we were complete. Well, first off, we're done. It's the Friday update. It's on Thursday with plenty of time before Friday. I will actually have all of these videos edited and ready to render before Friday. It's a beautiful thing. So that is good, especially because I'm going to VidCon, so I have to get ahead. Because I will not be recording for 5 days. Well, I'll be recording like travel vlogs and stuff, but I won't be recording for this channel in this format. And that will be a problem. So what do we have? Well, GeoGuessr, we did, as you saw on Tuesday, the Queendom for the first time. Statelands has been bothering me, not because of Mr. Bearded Bread. His content is fine. Like, his challenge was cool. Thank you for doing this for 80 weeks. I mean, it's insane. But I'm tired of the US map because there are so many bad cameras. It's like if we had been playing the Australian challenge for months, I'd have been tired for that too. I looked at it. We've played Statelands for just about a year, a little bit less than a year, unfortunately. So I didn't quite hit that milestone. The first one I played was 33, and I think last week's was 84. So just a little shy of 1 year. Actually, I guess if you add 52, you get to 85, but that would be the 53rd week. So if last week was 84, which I don't, was it 84? GeoGuessr. It was, the last Statelands I played was only 81. So no, we did not get to a full year, but close to it. And it's just time for something different. So Nighty is curating the Queendom, which is just the United Kingdom. It was interesting. I don't know if I'm going to love it forever, but it was a good change. I don't mean to say interesting. It was a good change because there were no bad cameras. I mean, that's just basically what it has going for itself. We continued to play World Interiors yesterday, and of course Saturday we'll continue with African Excursion because I'm having a lot of fun with that. And if you haven't noticed, by the way, every 5 episodes I'm changing it from African Excursion to African Excursions and back and forth. Just a little something that I accidentally did on episode 6, and I ran with it because it's hilarious. So that's that, and we had some challenges, very good challenges this week, across the board. So I'm very excited about all of that in GeoGuessr land. In Factorialville, we are continuing to plug along in Barbarissimo. I have not gotten tired of it yet. There are still some things I'm going to do, but we are starting to wind down. It's very clear that there's maybe 9 episodes left, give or take, about 3 weeks, because we're into Tungsten now. And once you get into Tungsten, you're kind of done, because I'm not going to do a Mega Base with this one, because I want to get on to 0.15 and all the cool stuff in that. Speaking of 0.15, I am loving that series. Absolutely loving it. I'm having a ton of fun playing it. Hopefully it's coming across in the videos and you can tell that. It's super exciting. I will play a marathon in 0.15, which of course is Bob's Mods and Angel's Ores. I will play a marathon. I'm kind of thinking the marathon's going to be like twice a week, which I know it's a marathon, so it's going to take a million weeks to do. But I think I'm going to try and con George and or Light into playing it with me to do like, you know, just an extra hour of recording each week, guys. If you're watching this, that's I think we could do that. So that way it goes faster, because the more people you have, the more fast it will go, even with them learning and me trying to teach how you do that, because I have to learn some of it too. That's Angel's Ores and Petrochem. Good God, that's going to take a while. But I'm excited about Factorio, so I'm still going to keep playing that. And it is the most popular series, hands down, on this channel. I probably could do a channel of nothing but Factorio. It would be very quiet, but it would be very well watched. The most vocal, of course, are the GeoGuessr followers, followed by then the Factorio people. So that's that. Guacamelee is just a ton of fun. I'm actually having just a blast playing this game. Not a lot of people are watching it. That's okay. This channel's not really known for side-scrollers, and the game is kind of old, but it's a lot of fun to play through. EU4 Lothian, having a blast. There's about 100 years left, so just about another 6 weeks, and that will wrap up. I know it seems like 6 weeks. That's forever, but it will be a very good, I think, good series. It's going very well. And Isaac is Isaac. I love it. You know, it doesn't get the views, but I love playing it, so I played it this week. I've also actually already played it next week. I played all of Guacamelee too. I had the most fun playing those games this week, and I needed a lot of fun because the real world has been shit. So I don't want to deal with it. Wait, did I not change? I didn't. So I just, you know, don't want to deal with it, so I escape into Guacamelee and company. So that was a lot of fun. GeoGuessr this week, we are going to play the usuals: Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. I don't think I've already set up the challenges. I have, actually. So we'll play a little 90 challenge on Monday, the Queendom 2. I don't like 2 90s in a row, though. So we'll pull this one out here. We'll pull this one in here. And then do that. I'm trying to be a little more cognizant of the order. So Hot Cut 3 is going to be coming in. It's been a while since we've played a challenge from Hot Cut 3. Actually, Hot Cut 3. 4 challenges we played. The last time was in February. February 22nd was the last air date for the Nordic Challenge from Hot Cut 3, who is, of course, Norse. So that's very cool. He's calling it a Hellish Challenge, so I'm kind of hesitant about that, but we'll find out. Then the Queendom 2 will be playing Nazi Hospitaler from Nio on Wednesday, then World Interior 7, the Nighty World Challenge, African Excursion, and then a Sagittarius World Challenge. So that's our GeoGuessr schedule for the week. Factorio, excuse me, we will continue along. I've basically already said that, and you can see I've already recorded Guacamelee and Afterbirth, and Lothian I think I'm going to record on Saturday morning, so that'll be done. I think I'm going to record Factorio mostly on Saturday too. One thing I didn't mention that's happening this week, I'll go back to this for a second. There's a question mark on the live stream because there's a possibility I'm going to be going to meet a couple of friends from Detroit halfway. We're going to, well, not really, it's longer for me, but it's okay. In Toledo, we're going to go to the zoo and just go to the Toledo Zoo because I haven't been for a while, and I was a member for 10 years, so I just like to get back in. There's apparently a baby giraffe that's on display, so I'd like to go see the baby giraffe that's taller than I am, and which, since none of you have met me, I'm 6'2", so I'm kind of tall. So to have a giraffe that's a baby that's taller than me is kind of neat. So that live stream is a question mark. This live stream ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna be out of town on the 11th. I'll be past Detroit. That's my family zoo day. Once a year we get together as a family, and when I say family, I mean like family, extended family on my father's side. So there's gonna be like 30 people and a bunch of kids running around a zoo on that day. So I'm gonna do that for sure. I'm gonna go up Saturday night, actually, stay the night because they like to get an early start, and that's insane. So I'm going to meet them up there and have family zoo day and come back later on Sunday. So I will be home on Sunday, but probably not until the evening. So I will record in the evening. Then the week after this, which I don't have on the display, Monday and Tuesday I will work, and then I'm off from the 14th through the 26th, which is kind of crazy. I'm coming back on the Tuesday the 27th. I think that's Tuesday, right? 5, 12, 19, 26. Yeah, on Tuesday the 27th I'll be back to work, but I'll be off for like 14 days, 13 days. It's ridiculous for me. I've never been off that long from work since I worked in academia. And even then, not really, because I didn't work in high school. I worked in college, and I taught summer terms to make extra money. So I really only had like 9 days off in between each term. So I don't even know what I'm going to do with myself. I may not come back from VidCon. I might just stay in California. Well, my wife might be sad about that, so I guess I'll come back for her. But, you know, it's other than that. But yeah, it's going to be crazy. So I will be recording some during Origins. That's why I'm taking Wednesday through whatever off. So I won't go up to Origins until Wednesday evening. So I will record on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of that week. Wednesday of that week. Then the following week, VidCon's on Wednesday. My flight leaves at 5 in the morning. But I took Monday and Tuesday off because I didn't want to go back to work for 2 days and then go on vacation again, because that seems ridiculous. So I'm going to record constantly those 2 days. So the live stream on Tuesday will not end. It will continue through my leave. It will be 100%, and we'll consider adding some more to that too. I've been thinking, I haven't written music in a long time, and that's actually what one of my master's degrees is in, is music composition. And so what I've been thinking about is doing a live stream of composing, how I write music. So if that seems interesting to you, let me know, and I will definitely consider it. I think I'm going to do it anyway. It won't be on this channel. It'll be on the second channel I haven't launched yet, which I guess I need to get going on and actually launch, because I'm going to do vlogs and stuff on that channel, and I have content already. I just have to edit it and put it up, because it's done, it's ready, and it's not going to be relevant unless I get that set. But that's all in the future. I've talked a lot. I'm feeling a little bit hoarse. I'm slightly under the weather, but picking up, which is great, because for once I might not be sick on a vacation, which would be fantastic. If you have any comments or suggestions, please head on down to the comments section, over to the Discord. Any of those things would be fine. Find me as a private message on Reddit, YouTube, Facebook, GeoGuessr, whatever. There are no private messages on GeoGuessr, but there should be. And that's really all I have for today. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, to stay up to date with everything as it happens. Until next time, cheers.